Hey everyone, happy Sci-Fi week. Welcome back to Adobe Live. Thank you all so much for joining us. My name is Cody and I will be your host for the next hour. Here on Power Prompts, it's our goal to empower you to power through your art block. Every month we create a theme and every week we have a prompt based around that theme. This month's theme is Mermay, which is very different than Sci-Fi week, but today's prompt is in fact Sci-Fi. Feel free to participate by posting your work online with hashtag Adobe Live Power Prompts, mostly on Instagram. And toward the end of the show, we're going to be looking at all of your wonderful entries that you have already posted online. And I am looking forward to seeing all of your sci-fi mermaids. I don't know if Val is here, but this episode is going to be specifically for her. Typically, I have you guys vote on something for the stream. I don't have anything for you to vote on today because we actually have our composition and our color palette because we will actually be drawing Miss Valpatine today. But I did want to ask you guys, if you're a Star Wars fan, are you, for one, are you a Sith or are you a Jedi? Are you light side or dark side? And also, what would be your lightsaber color if you could choose? That's gonna be our little poll today. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop on over to Fresco now, and I will show you guys what we're gonna be working on today. Sith Lord Valpatine, there she is right there, the one and only. I made her into a mermaid because obviously Mermay. If you guys are unfamiliar with Mermay, it's not something that I created myself. It is a recurring yearly event that happens every May where artists will create prompt lists and draw mermaids based on those prompts. So it kind of just happened this way that Sci-Fi Week fell on the start of Mermay for me. So I am going to be drawing Val as a Sith mermaid today. The ultimate mashup. So we of course have a theme already. And we have a color palette already because Val is the ultimate just like Sith Lord with her purple hair. Actually, she doesn't have purple hair anymore, but she used to. She did have purple hair and she loves purple in general. I don't know if she would want a purple lightsaber or a red lightsaber. If she were here, I would be able to like get those answers from her on the fly. But hopefully she pops in. If anyone wants to message her to like come in and be like, hey Val, what's your favorite lightsaber color? That would be great to help me along. But I'm just going to go ahead and get started here. If you guys are unfamiliar with my work, I typically use Kyle Webster's brushes when I'm working in Fresco and Photoshop. This illustration I sketched in Happy HB. You can find that in his mega pack. And I will also be coloring with one of his watercolor brushes from his watercolor pack and also his Conte crayon brush, which is also from the mega pack. Red for a Sith. See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I feel like she would probably be a red lightsaber, but at the same time, like her color is purple. So she said purple. Okay. Let's go with purple lightsaber then, right? Okay. I'm going to lower the opacity of my sketch here. Sorry, I bumped the mic. I hope that wasn't loud. And we're just going to go ahead and get into it, right? So I did her, I looked at reference for her Sith robes, and I actually looked at Anakin's robes specifically. So I'm just going to go off of that. I think I'm going to use some, like my black tones are going to have a little bit of a purple undertone. So everything is going to be kind of like purplish. And also, by the way, I don't think I said hi to anyone yet. Hi, Annika, Odari, welcome you guys, Mick. Anthony, thank you so much for stopping in. Sam and Wade, I saw you guys earlier too. Rob, thank you so much for joining. Emmanuel, hello, hello. Clever, hi. Jack, good to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming in. And yeah, once again, happy Star Wars week. Not Star Wars week, but Sci-Fi week. I've been loving all of the awesome streams I got going on so far. And the stream that Val was just on was incredible. Okay, I am going to go ahead and go into my favorites here, and I'm going to grab Conte Crayon. And I have this kind of like chocolatey color here in my palette, but I'm going to move the hue slider over to more of a purplish color. So we're kind of going to be working almost with like a chromatic black, I think. If you go on Val's Behance, you will actually see the cover artwork for her subscribers on Behance is so beautiful. I actually don't know who did her portrait or if she did the portrait. I think somebody else did the portrait of her, but that portrait of her is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love it so much every time I see it. This might be even just a little bit too dark. I'm probably going to work with different values of this same color to kind of like work with each section of the robe here, because I don't do very many outlines. So we're going to have to work with values very closely here since we're working with such dark colors. And also, I am clearly on the light side, if you guys are wondering. And for a lightsaber color, if I had to choose, I might go with blue or maybe purple. I don't really know. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. But we did change up the lighting scheme today just to match that lightsaber back there that we have. What app is it? This is, I'm currently working in Fresco on the iPad Pro. Adobe Fresco. This is Adobe's awesome drawing app. And it works very well paired with Photoshop, which is my main app that I use on my desktop. There we go. And I'm leaving a little bit of a space here, just like to leave that little bit of a gap. So it's almost acting as like an outline, but in the negative space. So it kind of just gives a little bit of separation there. So we don't have to worry too much about changing up the values on those two front shapes there. But I might make it a little bit lighter here. I'm going to desaturate it and lighten it. I'm going to do the same thing. So since this is on a separate layer, I'm going to make this just a tiny bit lighter. Hi, Val. How are you doing? Welcome. Welcome to Sci-Fi Week on Power Prompts. She's here. I am. So Val, so this month's prompt list is for Mermay. I don't know if you knew that or not. So I am drawing Lord Valpatine as a mermaid today. I hope I do her justice. Also, if we could pop on over to my browser really quick, I wanted to show you guys a blast from the past here really fast of a little of a little Val that I drew back in 2016. Back when Val actually had purple hair. I haven't seen her with purple hair in a very long time, but this I actually spent the last half hour scouring Twitter to find this picture. And also, I just had to give you guys another blast from the past. Again, back when Val had purple hair. This is a gif of me and Val dancing back on the Adobe Twitch channel. I just wanted to throw some fun purple hair memories into the mix here. Anyway, going back to artwork. Hi, Kara. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hey, Bruce. Welcome. How are you doing? Okay, back to doing what we were doing, right? Okay, so let's grab this color here. And yes, that is in fact a Sith mermaid you're looking at. Sith Lord Palpatine. Isn't she menacing? Look at her. The purple hair is everything. I know. It was like purple has always so much so been like Val's look at us go. I know, right? Been Val's signature look. Oh, Val. So question. Earlier, I wasn't sure if because Sith, you would want a red lightsaber, or because Val, you would want a purple lightsaber. So if you could answer that, a couple of people said in chat that you mentioned that you would want a purple lightsaber. If so, we will absolutely go with a purple lightsaber. Are the Siths the rebels, or is that a whole different thing? Val, could you explain that, please? Because I don't want to not do it justice. Also, I'm wearing my Endor hat today. I don't know if you guys can see. It's like a visit Endor hat. And also, since I don't have Jedi robes, I wore my Jedi poncho. Purple is the way. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. We will do purple. Val and Windu. Yeah, didn't Samuel L. Jackson actually ask for a purple lightsaber? Wasn't it like his suggestion that he had a purple lightsaber? Jedi ponchos are legit. Cal Kestis rocks one. That's true. Jedi ponchos are a thing. And Luke wears a poncho at some point too, although his is more of a Dorito poncho. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna lock this. I can't believe I've been doing this all in one layer. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna make this the darker color, and I'm gonna make the sleeves the lighter color, I think. Or I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, you guys. I'm gonna put a new layer inside this group. We'll do it on a new layer. How about that? That'll work. Nope. I want this lighter color. Let's grab that lighter color. And let's desaturate it just a smidge. Sam says, one layer. I too like to live dangerously. I know, seriously. Oh my goodness. What am I thinking? Where's General Kenobi? He's not even in here. What is this? He should be like in every stream this week. I can't stay, but I'm 100% coming back to the replay. No problem, Val. I'm at least glad that I was able to answer the very important lightsaber color question. That's the most important part. Okay, we're getting somewhere, you guys. He was on earlier. I did see him earlier today, like in the morning time with the like with the DCCs. Someone summon the general. Oh, let's see. What color should we make her tail? Maybe like her mermaid tail, maybe just like a lighter purple, like a more vibrant purple. Let's see here. Oh, lightsaber turned off. Let's see. Oh, I got something in my eye. Let's see. Let's make a new layer just in case we change our minds. And I'm just going to throw this purple in here just for now. Wait, I need to put that underneath. Let's move this layer underneath everything. And we will pop this color in there. This dark purple with Sith sparkles. Sith glam. Dark teal tail. Teal would look really pretty with purple, actually. That could be a nice, like, complementary color to go with the rest of the palette. We shall see. Are you guys participating in Mermay? Whether it be my list or a different list, I've seen quite a few different ones floating around online. Like I saw one that had like a bunch of different like fruit themed mermaids, which might be fun. Yeah, just a lot of really cool ones out there. I think for her fins, I might go, let's do a separate layer. And I'm going to try this out. I'm going to grab the not Wade. I saw Wade's name in chat and I said Wade. Kyle Webster. That's his name. Kyle Webster's watercolor brush. And I am going to make it, try to make it kind of like translucent here. Hey Uma, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Good to see you. Throwing that watercolor texture in there. Kyle T. Wadester. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. I love it. And I'm just gonna clean up these spots here. just erasing with the brush by holding down the little, I always forget what this circle friend is called. We'll just call him the little circle friend. The modifier, is that what it's called? Yes, the modifier. And we are just erasing with the brush so we can keep our texture, but I'm just kind of try to go back and erase a little bit so we can stick within that, that sketch. And also the thing about lightsabers is that if you look at a picture of a lightsaber, because of the way that light works on it, the saber itself is actually white, and then the glow is the color. So what I'm gonna do, let's see how I'm gonna figure this out. I think I might try to do my, my lighting trick, but if I can get it to work, I might need to make the background darker just so we can have some contrast with the dark background with the lighter glow. But let's see if it works with the lighter background first. And if it doesn't work, then we will try it with a darker background. But I'm gonna grab a purple color here. And I'm also gonna grab, let's see. I typically use, see, it's not working. Yeah, I typically use like, I forget what it's called. It's one of the larger watercolor wash brushes, but for some reason in Fresco, it doesn't work with the overlay blending mode effect. So I have to work with a different brush. I might try to do it with Natural Edge Painter, but let's see. Let's just see if it works. Let's go to overlay here, and let's see what we're working with. That's something. That's at least the start of a glow. I'm gonna make it more saturated here. And I'm also gonna make my brush bigger. There we go. And then over top of the glow, I will do the white and then give the white a glow. That's something. Sure. Okay. Let's make a new layer, and let's grab, I might even just do the background color. And then we'll give that a glow. Unless we might need to, yeah. It looks good? Okay, good. I'm glad it looks good. Let's bump this up, I think. And then we need to have a more condensed glow right around the white part. I might pull up some lightsaber reference just so I can make sure I'm doing this right, because it's a very specific look. It's like a neon bulb, basically, where the bulb itself is white, but then it has the glow of the color. Give the white a hard purple outline, slightly darker than glow. Yeah, exactly. Let me bring up some reference just so I can see. Purple lightsaber, just so I'm not doing it from memory. Yeah, so we need, it looks like we need a, yeah, just like a a much brighter, more, like I said, like a condensed glow right around it. So let's see, let's do this on another layer here. And let's grab that purple color again. And I might, let's see, I don't know if I should do it with a different brush. Ooh. Let's make sure we remember to change the blending mode. And I'm gonna make my brush a little smaller so we can make this more condensed. I wonder if any of the other blend modes, you know what, hard light might actually look good if, let's try it. I'm gonna make that layer invisible, and then let's try it again. And I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna do hard light from the beginning and maybe not press down so hard with my brush. And let's get rid of this sketch really quick just to see what it looks like. Okay, that might be a little bit too much. I think it might, hang on. 1 second, you guys. I'm like totally figuring this out on the fly, and that is okay. You know, we're working with it. We're figuring it out. I sound like Paul right now. That looks like something. And I think I kind of like what the sketch is doing there, but it doesn't have that when I obviously get rid of the sketch. So I think I'm gonna draw in a line a little bit here. And again, make a little bit more of a condensed glow, even more so. Something like that. Is that looking like a lightsaber? That looks better. Now it's more of an intense, like, that's what you want. Okay, let's move on, shall we? Let's turn the sketch back on. And I'm actually going to go in and erase this sketch behind the lightsaber so we're not kind of like tricked by the sketch adding more glow there. There we go, that looks better. Phenomenal, I like it, that's so cool, awesome, yay! I'm glad it turned out well because I've never really, I think I've drawn a lightsaber once in the past for a commission, but I've never really done it all too much after that. So I'm glad this kind of turned out well because I did this on the fly, totally. Okay, So, you know what? I might actually, let's go back to the glowing layers here. And I am going to grab that watercolor brush again, and I'm just gonna add in a little bit of reflective light here. I know I haven't finished coloring, blocking in the shapes or anything, but sometimes it's just fun to add in the reflective light first, right? And we can go in again with the modifier, and I'm just going to erase the parts that would probably be in shadow from the robes there, right there. And also this part over here. And maybe let's give her a little bit of glow on our tail fins. There we go. Palpatine, Sith Lord Palpatine mermaid is taking shape. I think I might do, oh, you know what, you guys? I think I might do the stars, maybe with kind of like a similar effect as the lightsaber. Kind of just like to give them a little bit of a glowing effect, maybe not so bright as the lightsaber. But I might, let's see, let's do a little bit darker of a purple. And let's make a new layer because I'm not going to play dangerously. Oops, wrong brush. Let's go back to Conte Crayon brush. That's not Conte Crayon brush. Come on, there we go. And I just like to draw my stars in very wonky. That's just kind of my personal preference. I like to just kind of make them look a little silly like that. And just very uneven and drawn in. Just kind of gives it a little bit of a character. These could be stars or they could be little starfish friends, right? Stars, starfish, starfighter, Star Wars. I think I'm going to move this guy up just a smidge. And I might move this guy down and make him a little bit smaller. And let's draw another one over here. Sure. Okay, and then let's try to grab this bright purple color, and I'm going to go on another new layer, and I'm going to go back to the watercolor brush, and let's do overlay again and see what it looks like to kind of just give these guys a little bit of a glow too. I don't want them to steal the show or anything, right? But kind of just give them a little, it's almost kind of looks like a glow in the dark effect. That's cute. Okay. And then I think I might take maybe like this darker purple, and I'm going to go back to the fin layer, and I'm going to make a new layer over top of that with, let's see, nope, I don't have the right brush. Let's go back to Conte Crayon. And I am going to draw in, I'm going to turn on smoothing a little bit. Are you going to give this a dark background? It could really make the lightsaber glow pop. I think I might, because I'm gonna test it out. I probably should here in a second, but yeah, because obviously a darker background is gonna make the glow have more contrast. So it'll probably look a lot better with like a darker purple background or something. but I'm gonna turn on smoothing here. Actually, yeah, let's keep it that high. And I'm gonna give her fins, those kind of like classic fin lines. I don't know what you want to call them. I don't know, fin ridges, I guess. It's very Little Mermaid. Are you going to add scales? Yeah, I might. I probably will add them very faintly with like a lighter purple. I don't want it to be too dark. Actually, these lines here are probably a little bit too dark. There's like a lot of contrast going on there. So I am going to, let's see, should we lower the opacity? Or, yeah, I think lowering the opacity looks fine. And I'm going to turn off the sketch really quick so we can see what we got. It's looking all right. And let's try out a different colored background. Let's just see what it looks like here. So we could do a dark background. It would need to be pretty, I think with the colors that we're using currently, I probably should have started with a dark background if I was going to do a dark background, because now the contrast is all wrong. But, I wonder how we could do this. I'll have to think on that as we continue to work. However, since we still have the light background, I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Oh, actually first, sorry, I'm bouncing all around you guys. I'm gonna make a new layer and I'm gonna make that into a clipping mask on top of the mermaid fin. And I am going to take the mermaid tail layer and I'm just gonna saturate it and darken it just slightly. And I'm just going to, oops, cancel, go here. I'm gonna go in here and add in some very faint scales. Similar to how I did it on the Mermay prompt list. If you guys haven't seen it, feel free to check out my Instagram account. That is where I have all of the prompts for the months of Power Prompts posted. And also, by the way, I haven't mentioned it today yet, but if you're over on YouTube, feel free to pop on over to Behance, behance.net/Adobe Live, because that is where I am reading the chat. If you are wondering where all of these messages that I'm seeing are, it is over on Behance. We are actually not reading the YouTube chat. So we'd love to have you over here on Behance. Scales are getting a little wonky. That's okay. They don't have to be perfect. Not striving for perfection. But scales kind of work like bricks. If you've never drawn scales, basically how bricks are drawn is, here, I'll make a new layer. You kind of want to draw like the next row in the middle of the last row. So like here's a row of bricks and then you would start the next row of bricks in the middle. That's kind of how bricks are stacked. And that's kind of how scales work too. So if you have a row of scales, then the next row of scales is going to be in the middle of each scale. So I'm kind of just like, with that in mind, I'm kind of just working down her tail here. Sometimes it doesn't fully work out the way I want it to, but again, that's okay. I'm not personally striving for perfection or realism here, so it works out. There. Okay. And also, by the way, you guys, later in the stream, we are going to go over some awesome community entries. Some of them have mermaids and some of them don't, actually, which is totally fine, honestly. Oh, sorry. I keep clearing my throat, you guys. I have a cold. I'm so sorry. I hope it's not super distracting. But some people did the sci-fi theme without doing mermaids, and some did mermaids as well, which is totally fine. If you guys want to interpret the prompts any way you want, feel free to do so. Okay, let's go ahead and add in some detail lines, I think. I'm gonna take this color and kind of just lighten it a bit. And we can use that as an outline color. I'm gonna make sure all of these outlines are underneath the glow layers, because the glow would be on top of those outline layers. And let's lower the opacity here so we can see the sketch underneath. Okay, yeah, that looks great. And then I'm gonna take this color, and again, I'm gonna lighten it. And I'm gonna lower the opacity here so we can see the sketch. And I'm gonna go back to my outline layer. And we're just gonna add in some little details we got here. And some little hash marks, as always. And I also like to add in kind of just like some little seam lines and stuff, just to kind of add in a little bit more detail. She probably just uses the force to levitate on land. Oh my goodness. Yeah, probably. Honestly, if you guys want to come up with a backstory or powers like that for Sith Lord Palpatine, the mermaid, I would love to hear them. Actually, Val is probably just a mermaid. Val probably is a mermaid. We just don't know because we never see her in water. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm gonna start working on Val's hair and stuff now. Let's raise up the opacity here on our layers. Never seen her lower half, cannot confirm or deny mermaid allegation. Allegedly, she is a mermaid. And I also have to do the lightsaber handle as well. And we can also grab this, this purple color here. And I'm gonna lower my brush size. And we're just gonna trace over my handwriting that we have going on here. By the way, you guys, later in the week, if you haven't checked out the schedule, I highly suggest you do. Val is actually going to be on doing an illustration stream, two-part illustration stream this week. And I believe Paco will be hosting her. And she will be doing some Star Wars fan art. I don't know exactly what she will be drawing. I just know it's going to be Star Wars fan art. And I believe she's also going to be cosplaying too. I'm sure her cosplay will be a little bit better than my Jedi poncho today. Okay, now that we got some letters going on there, let's go ahead and work in her hair. So I'm gonna grab the darkest purple that we have. This is the way, exactly. I'm gonna desaturate it a little bit, obviously, because she doesn't have purple hair anymore. She did at one point, but I'm just gonna desaturate it a little bit because she's kind of got like black hair. Although we're working with a chromatic black, but I don't want it to be as purple as it is. So let's try to, let's see, what layer should we put this on? Yeah, that looks a little bit better. And maybe I might just lighten it just a smidge. Something like that. And let's make a new layer. And also let's lower the opacity of her bust so we can see the sketch. And she has a very curly pattern to her hair. So I think that's kind of what I'm gonna go for with my brush strokes. Just to kind of give that feeling of her hair. She curls it with the lightsaber. It's just like a curling wand. Oh, that's funny. And we are actually starting to run short on time here. So I am going to hurry this up a little bit, and then we will go ahead and check out community entries. Hey, Potato, welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. And give her a little bit of a little bit of flyaways, just to kind of give a little bit more of a natural look. Okay, actually, I'm gonna bring up this part And she has a very distinct part. I want to make sure that that is showing here. Okay, so let's bring up the opacity on her torso. And so it looks like we will have some contrast issues with her torso and her hair. But that is about all the time we have to work on Valmade today. We almost got it done, honestly. We're pretty close to getting it done. But let's hop on over to community entries and we will check out what we have submitted today. So we actually got quite a few entries from other themes as well, especially a lot from April showers. Just in this past week, we got a ton of entries for those as well. So yeah, I kind of have to like scroll around a little bit to kind of like find the mermaid ones, but I really wanted to show off this one. It was really cute. They gave their space mermaid like a little like a fishbowl. It's full of water, like a fishbowl helmet, which I thought was super unique and very clever. And she's also got those like little ear fins, which is really cute. I love the pink hair too. Very cute. Love it. And also the gradient that they have in the background is really pretty too. What already? I know, right? These 1 hour streams go by so fast, you guys. And then here's one that they didn't do a mermaid, but I thought that this entry was really sweet. They have like a little garden on the moon. And I also really loved their textures as well. And their little spaceman space boots are very, very adorable with this little watering can. Love the colors too, like the kind of like muted moon grays, but also with the pop of pastels from the flowers. Really, really sweet. And also here's another one that didn't do mermaid characters, but did other characters. So we have a bunch of space friends here. We got a frog and a rabbit and a penguin with a beanie on. This one has really great textures also. They have like almost like a canvas texture in the background. This is really cute. And then we have like an alien mermaid, which is really nice, like really, really detailed texture on the skin for this one. And then the little fish is also, again, like in a little fish bowl, a space fish bowl. Really adorable. And then we also had another entry, which I think that this one has a lot of really great detail in it, but is also at the same time really simplistic. It's a little cat Leia liking the cat. I knew there would be quite a few people that liked this entry. I thought that it was a really bold choice to do this bright orange for the background, but I feel like it works really well. Also with the bright green for the eyes, like the other colors are really desaturated, but this bright orange almost just makes it just feel like pop art. A really cool and unique entry. I really like this one a lot. This one has really good textures too. Let's see here. And also, as you guys can see, just a ton of awesome entries with florals. This one, we had one of my favorite late entries for spring flowers. This one is really beautiful. The muted colors and the textures are really, really wonderful. Santo Draws has submitted quite a few really beautiful entries for power prompts. And then also this one, this little mermaid, this character looks like it would go right in like a little kid's book or something. I love just the expression, just looking at the stars and stuff. I don't know if they're like, they have like a little like heads up, like space heads up display on their little goggles going on there, but they have like a beautiful like ribbon going on and stuff. It's yeah, I really love the textures. It looks like they use like a colored pencil brush on this one. Really, really cute. But that is about all the time we have today. Oh, here's another mermaid as well. Really love the hair texture on this one too. But thank you guys so much for watching. And I really appreciate you all hanging out with me today as well. This one is another wonderful entry. And I hope to see you guys next week. Next episode will be, I think it's pirates. And also my birthday is next week. So our stream will be on Monday and my birthday is on Tuesday. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of your guys' pirate entries. See you next week.